Good night, my name is Analicet Lopez Contreras, and this is the final assignment for the subject English in today's global society. I'm going to start with the history that we have learned in this semester of English. So it was very interesting to know how through history and geography and all the things that happen, um, the language English was influenced by another languages also. And we can compare this to the things that are happening now, because today English is a franca lingua franca, and we are using English to communicate with another people that is not a native speaker as we are. So English is now, the English speakers are now, most of them, we are not native speakers. And in this case, it's very important to note that English have developed into an international language. So it's changing also. And we have to transmit this and all the facts that are coming from the importance to study English to our students, so they can be aware of the necessity and the benefits of learning English. This has to be communicate or give lessons once in a while to remember them and motivate them to learn English. I think this subject have had a great impact on my teaching, because I am very aware of all the benefits and all the features of the language, and I can transmit that to my students. Uh, that was very important also to learn about how Mexico has developed English teaching. And I think in the past, Mexico had the mistake that he didn't um, we didn't really took seriously English teaching, and now we are doing it finally. And I think it's going to be necessary to work very hard the next years to achieve that, because English has been only study, or the people that is interested in studying English are the upper society class. And we struggle in our schools to teach English to students, because they say, no, I don't need English, no, here is Mexico, we talk Spanish, and all the reasons that they give to not study English. And the parents also, most of them don't speak English, so very few of the parents give the importance to their sons, their children, to study English. And we have to change that. Also, we learn from all the British Council studies that they have done, that if you speak English, is directly it has a direct the relationship with income. So it's very interesting to let the students know that we're not telling things just to them to study. No, they are facts, and we have to look to the future, and we have to be very, very, very mm, very consistent and to form our professional development, and to be very professional to help the children to study English. And because we are going to be very necessary for the country to to change this, because now only the 18% or less of Mexicans speak English or study English in the school. So we have to change that. And one way of doing it's doing our job the better we can, but we're not teaching only a language, we're teaching a culture, or we are teaching, um, first of all, we have to motivate the students to really like English and to see English not as something that is very difficult, something that is not good for them, or they are not good enough to learn it. No, we have to um, make our students to fall in love with English, with all the benefits that they will have, and that they can do it despite the fact that they are Mexicans, they have an accent. No, English is a language that is speaking that is spoken by lots of people, and all of them have accents, but they communicate with English because it's a global language. Thank you. Good night.